Hey Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We are so happy you joined us for happy hour, and I'm so excited. We're back for another episode. It's been so much fun. I feel like Riley and I were reflecting a little bit how fast. I can't believe we're already on episode 9. Isn't that crazy?
We're almost in the double digits.
Good for us.
I know, good for us. It is crazy.
So at the end of last episode, we answered a girls' room submission that kind of led us into wanting to dive a little bit deeper into today's subject, which you may have figured out through the title, but we're going to talk about what we do and things that we've had success with as far as like getting out of a rut, because it happens, we're human, and we always have a lot on our plate, especially as we're navigating adulthood. So I'm really excited to chat about it. I feel like Riley and I have some tips that can help you guys. But before, of course, we need to know what's in your cup tonight, Ry.
Tonight, I'm drinking Poppy again.
Oh my gosh.
This time, the flavor is raspberry rose.
Is this your first?
This is my first time trying it. I did try it before the episode. I absolutely love it. And I know this is one of your favorite Poppy flavors too, right?
Yes, it was my first ever Poppy flavor that I tried. And you don't sound too thrilled about, like, I don't know. I'm not like a huge like lavender rose type person, but isn't it just so good?
It's so good. It's funny that you're not super into rose flavors because it's literally your name.
I know. I remember growing up, my mom like got me everything rose flavored, and I had to tell her one year, I was like, I actually hate the smell of roses, so please stop buying me everything rose. Like, she was just trying to be cute and sweet, but I hate it.
Oh my gosh. So you don't like the smell of roses?
I mean, I like it, but like for body wash and lotion,
yes, okay.
And like, I'm like, it's just overkill.
I know exactly what you mean. Like the florally scent isn't really your thing. Yeah.
So try and explain to the people what raspberry rose tastes like.
Oh, okay. Let me try it again.
I feel like it's hard to describe. That's why I'm curious. It's
a little more on the raspberry side for me with like a hint of like rose, but I can't. How would you explain the flavor of rose?
I don't even know. It's just try it. I think it's definitely like one of Poppy's best.
It's super good. What's in your cup?
I actually am drinking again a Culture Pop. Wow, we are creatures of habit.
I love that for us. What flavor this week? Any rhubarb in there?
No rhubarb. But this week it's wild berry and lime, which is really good. I like it more than the other one.
They really are out there with their flavors. I love that. Yes.
The other day I had like a lemon and lime, and the like extra thing, like rhubarb or lime, the one on that one was like cardamom or something.
Oh, cardamom?
Like that tea or something.
Yeah. Oh, chamomile?
No, it was, or maybe cardamom's not a tea. I thought it was. I probably sound so stupid. Right
we need to be more up to par on our spices and flavors.
Yes, but I do really like this one. I think it ranks above rhubarb. Sorry, Rube.
Sorry, Ruby. We still love ya.
Still love ya. So I feel like we have so much per usual to catch up on.
I know.
I feel like the big news still is Taylor and Kelsey, or Tay and Trav. So let's unpack the past weekend.
Wait, really quickly. My mom called, we were talking about it, and she accidentally called Travis Kelsey Patrick Kelsey. Like, she was getting all confused. I'm like, oh my God.
A for effort, Jill. A for effort.
I know. But I was obsessed with her outfit this game. Like, it was so leveled up from last game. Her black boots were Louboutins. She looked so classy and chic. Like, I loved her look.
Wait, I need to see like a head to toe. I feel like I was only seeing shirt and shorts. I didn't know the boots.
Yeah, so the video I saw where I saw the boots, she was walking through the security, like the metal detectors, and it showed her full body, and I was just absolutely living for the outfit.
Okay, and also the diamonds on her shorts, they had to be real, right?
I feel like if you're Taylor, they're real.
Like, I was talking to Ryan about it, and I'm like, how do you even, like, I feel like sorry, I just said like a million times, but last week I feel she was so sweet and cute and just giving it a go. And this week she didn't try too hard, but she looked incredible. And I was like, she definitely had a stylist, right?
Probably. She definitely came to slay.
Yeah, like she can't go out and shop. Like she's Taylor.
The NFL is obsessed with her. They are doing the absolute most. Every single caption, like even their bio on Instagram today was like, "We had the best day with you," or
and
something.
The cover photo is 3 pictures of her watching the game.
Yeah, like they are absolutely milking this. They're obsessed with Taylor, and I just have to say, I personally love it. I feel like people are really upset about it, and we just don't need that kind of negativity in our life.
No, we definitely don't. And I feel like this is where I stand. You may not care about Taylor, but like you have to look at it from the network side. Like their views are so high that they have to feed into what's bringing them more views, which brings more money. Like you know what I mean? Like people are so annoyed with it. And I feel like it's fine to not care about it, but also I think a lot of people are just saying they don't care because it's the unpopular opinion and they just want to be cool.
Yeah, it's like you might not care, but I just simply can't relate. But anyways, she came squad deep. I was obsessed with her crew. Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman. I was so confused. I didn't know how Hugh Jackman like fit into the mix. Do you know?
No, very random.
So my friend Hannah, I feel like she always gives me the tea on Taylor. She told me that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are best friends, which in turn, Taylor has become really close with Hugh through Ryan. And so it's just like their friend group, which I love. And I was just living for the content. I needed a 24/7 Taylor cam.
That's what I said. I'm like, come on. If that was like a separate way you could watch the game, then say less. I think all the girls who are interested for that would be watching. I'm just like, what is she doing right now? And how about the clip when Mama Kelsey made an appearance and she was hugging her like they're best friends? Did you see that?
They're besties. I like wonder what they like. Taylor's always so animated. I'm like, what is she saying? I just want to know what she talks about. And what are your thoughts on the whole Brittany Mahomes thing? Brittany and Taylor being friends.
Okay, so I know we kind of talked about this off the podcast, but I was kind of telling Riley how I think I mentioned it on the podcast, how Brittany's super close with Travis's ex, like was in Patrick and Brittany's wedding, blah, blah, blah. And this is all speculation, but speculation is that Kayla, I think her name is Kayla or Kaya or something, unfollowed Patrick and Brittany. Obviously, Brittany was spotted at dinner. They were in the same suite. I'm not like a Brittany hater. I know that may be an unpopular opinion. I feel like she's just in a situation that it's kind of like a Hailey Bieber. Like it's just so easy to hate her because she has such a great life. And maybe she's not like super likable, but I respect that they've been together for so long. You know, like she was with him before. She was with him before he was Patrick Mahomes. But anyways, I like it. I think she'd be so stupid to be like turning her head and not leaning into it. That would just be dumb on her part. Don't you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. This is a friendship that I never in a million bajillion years thought would come to fruition. And like, it's just so sweet of Taylor to be befriending her. And it's just the last thing that I ever thought would happen. So it's just very crazy to me seeing them sitting in a box together and like going to dinner together.
Like, I'm sorry, this in the plot of 2023, you know how people like do pop culture predictions? No one had this in the lineup.
This was not in the vision board.
Not at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, speaking of vision boards, we are now in October. And I have to ask, did you make a monthly vision board?
Okay, I was actually just thinking about this today. How I never made my September vision board and I haven't made one for October yet. And I feel like I need to. I'm going to take your advice and just do it. But I feel like you're going to make me post it. And like,
you don't have to.
Enough?
You don't have to. You don't have to post it. You can just send it to me so I know you did it. I put on mine this month a picture of us from the Drinks on Us photo shoot when we're walking in that like blurry one of us walking in the streets of Louisville.
Oh my gosh, because we're going to be doing that this month.
Yes.
Okay, I'm definitely making a vision board. That's so fun.
This would be your favorite month to make one. It's all fall, like crunchy leaves and cozy and I don't know, all the fun things that you're obsessed with. So it should be easy for you.
Okay. I need to do it.
Just go crazy on Pinterest.
Okay. Can you show me yours so I can have the inspo?
Yeah, I'll send it to you after.
Okay. Yay.
Okay, I can't wait.
So what else? What else is new? How are you doing on your bucket list?
I'm doing pretty good. I was going to tell you, I went to go shop for some Puras today and oh my gosh, they have so many rye. It's insane. Like,
wait, which ones did you get?
Okay, so I was shopping away. I'm like, I have all these in my cart, and then I kind of delete and try and, only get 3. And I was like, you know what? Riley said she had some left over. I need to see if I have some left over. I have 3, almost 4 left over from last year.
Pumpkin ones.
They're not fully pumpkin, but like orchard or that spice stuff. So I think I'm gonna throw those in today, and then see, like, maybe get more fallish ones for like Thanksgiving vibes. If I don't know. So I guess I can cross that off.
Yay. Another thing crossed off.
What about you?
I can cross off my mums. I got mums over the weekend. It was so fun. I loved revamping my little front porch. It just like gives it a whole different look. And it's kind of funny though, because when you buy mums, you buy them like closed so that you can plant them and then they'll open. Mm-hmm. And so they're still closed. I can't wait for them to bloom and just be, I feel like mums are such a good pop of color.
They are. They're really pretty. Mine are starting to pop.
Yay.
But
did you water today?
Are you going to post? No, I will after this. But are you going to wait for them to pop to post the photo? Because I know you sent me a photo, but I feel like everyone needs to see it.
Okay. I will post them. I'll wait for them to bloom and then I'll post.
Okay. Fair enough. It's so good. You guys, mine is one singular mum. Riley's is a full like garden harvest of fall. Yes. Yeah. It's so good. She has like twinkle lights and a lantern. She sent it and I was like, oh my gosh, mine is so fun.
Oh my gosh. No, yours is not, but that's so nice of you to say that you like mine.
It's really good.
Thanks.
Trying to think what else is going on my bucket list. Oops, sorry, I just hit my mic.
I know. I think that's the only thing that I crossed off, but we're doing it. I mean, it's still beginning of October. We have all month.
Yes, you're right. And we're going to cross off some when we're together. And your vision board's going to make you so excited to cross off the rest of our checklist.
Yes. Okay. Wait, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say really quickly, I wish I knew her name, but someone the other day we had been tagged in a story and she's almost fully done with her bucket list. I was so proud of her.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that people are using the list.
I know.
We're
it's so cute.
Big list girls here at Drinks on Us.
Yes, we are. Give us a list for anything and everything and we're happy.
Yes. But what I was going to say is, this is random. I think when we were talking about Taylor Swift, I was thinking I wanted to ask you about this. The Dancing with the Stars. Do you watch it?
I mean, like way back when, but I decided I'm going to watch the season because I'm obsessed with one couple, but I want to hear your take before because I want to know if you're obsessed with the same one.
So I was going to ask about the Riley and Harry Jowsey.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you're the one who had to say their names because I would have butchered it.
Wait, how would you have said it?
I don't know. I mean, I know Harry and Riley, but his last name would have went over my head.
Oh, shoot. Maybe I said it wrong. That's just how I read it in my head.
I think you're right.
I'm panicked. But what are your thoughts on them? I actually have not watched it yet. I want to watch it. It's just such a commitment. I feel like I might wait a couple weeks and then watch when it gets like serious.
Yeah. I think it's crazy that like TikTok and social media now is so influential. I feel like if people are going to go far, like I watched their dance. I didn't watch it live. I just, it was posted on social media. I mean, he was awful. I mean,
wait, really?
Right. You're going to die. He was like waddling around. He didn't even go on his tiptoes once. He was flat walking.
Wait, he was waddling?
Right? It was so bad. But like the power of social media, everyone is loving them. So a vote is going to keep them in, you know?
Okay, maybe he'll be most improved.
Yeah, he did say
he's bad.
Really bad. But okay, so her sister used to be a pro. Did you know that? Okay.
I only know that because her sister comes up on my For You page and she's like super cute. She has Get Ready With Me's. And then I saw that she used to be a pro. And then the video of her and her sister like hugging when they found out her sister was going to be a pro came up on my For You page. And that's how I like know of them.
Yes, that same thing happened to me. And now I think Riley is so cute.
She's adorable.
I can't believe she's doing it at 18 years old. Like, they have to like make up the dance. She just turned 18, apparently.
I didn't know she was that young.
Yeah.
Wait, do you think her and Harry are going to date? He's like a lot older than her.
Well, yeah. And I guess the way he got famous was on some sort of show. And I think on the show, at least, I think he's grown from there. But he had like a bad rep of kind of being like a player.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what he's known for. And I hope he doesn't like break her heart. But I feel like there's no way that they don't have a fling or something.
But she has a boyfriend.
Oh, she does?
But like the chemistry is so real. Like you've got to go down a spiral on their TikToks. Like,
okay.
And on, you know how when you're at rehearsal and you're kind of like milking things and okay, like do this, that. Well, then you go on stage and the adrenaline and like you're so full out, and they were like getting real close to each other. I was like, something is going on and I'm feeling a little worried for the boyfriend.
Okay, I had no idea she had a boyfriend. And like whenever I saw them as a couple and them on TikTok, because they always make TikToks together at like practice and stuff, I was like, there's no way that they don't date by the end of the season. So now I'm stressed for the boyfriend.
I know. And honestly, I'm learning all of this through TikTok. So don't quote me on any of my resources. And like the facts could be wrong. Like maybe her and her boyfriend broke up, but I'm here for it. She's making me want to watch the show.
Me too. Okay, maybe let's watch it. What night does it air? Let's watch it this week and recap next week. I can't wait to see the waddle.
Yeah, right. It's so bad. Like the really last part of Harry and Riley is he was waddling. I mean, he was running around trying to catch up with her. And then they did like one TikTok dance where they like did just, you know, like poppy type moves. And that was the only part he slayed. He did a thrust, and that was it. And now that dance apparently is going viral on TikTok, but I think it's Tuesday nights.
Okay, so let's watch it the next time after this airs, and then maybe we can recap.
Yes, I'm excited. Okay. Sounds like a good plan.
Yay. Okay, so what's in your cart?
Okay, so I have a lot of things that could be in my cart, but there's something I've been dying to tell you about. I was going to wait to talk about it on here, but because I wanted to give it like a full 30 days to use, but fair warning, this brand is hard to pronounce, so don't come for me.
Here we go.
I think it's called Armra.
Okay.
Armra, I think is how you say it. Or is how it's spelled. So I'm not going to go on a full tangent because I could go down a spiral. But basically, I've been so interested in this product for so long. It's just kind of like been on my timeline. And the founder was on Skinny Confidential podcast.
Love. I love that one.
Yeah. We love that podcast. So I listened and I was obviously sold. I mean, hearing the founder talk about a product for 50 minutes, you're going to obviously be sold. But Mike Bostic was like, I've used this product for so long. Like I'm a believer. And basically it's colostrum. And colostrum is something like that moms produce I believe, which I know a lot of moms are probably listening to this and I'm not a mom. So I'm not even going to try to do it justice. I just know it's produced through breast milk. It's really, really healing. Like cows produce it it's very nature, like a produced product. And so basically a cow produces this when they're milking their baby calves, and they produce 7 times more than they need for a cat that a calf needs. And it can't be considered dairy. So, I'm really going down a tangent here.
I'm living.
But the farm will just throw away this colostrum, and it's like apparently like liquid gold. Like people say it is like so incredible for you. It's like a basically pre and probiotic on steroids. It gets like deeper into the linings of your gut, but it also can help with so many other things. Like people will have gray hair and then their hair will grow back colored, or like their skin complexion or they're bloating. It's basically, I love it because I add it into my greens. So you don't have to like remove your greens, remove your pre and probiotic. You can just add it in. She was saying there's no, negative to doing it. It can only help, but I'm only on like day 3 of having it. And I've told my mom, my dad, Ryan, I'm like, if I love it, I want everyone to get on it because it just seems so powerful. But yeah, I got the unflavored one because I add it to my greens. And I already have my pre and probiotic in there, but there are some flavors, if you like want it, but I feel like you would love it. So I've been wanting to tell you about it.
That's amazing. Definitely something that I would love. Can you send me the podcast, and then can you also link it for all of us who want to try it? And
yes,
after 30 days, we'll need another review from you.
Yes. I'll also link the podcast on Drinks on Us Instagram too, if people want to listen, because I'm doing a horrible job. I just wanted to give like a brief case of why I'm excited about it, but I really want you to try it.
Yes. Okay. I'm sold. You did a great job.
Thank you. Okay. So what's in your cart? Enough for me and colostrum.
Okay, so mine isn't as deep as yours. And it's not even something that's really in my cart. I was trying to think about today, like what I was going to talk about during this segment. And I was just mum shopping with my mom. I was mum shopping with my mum. And, I love that. She was asking me, she texted me after and she's like, what do you put on your eyelashes? Like they look so good. So I thought I would share with the class what I told her. So I've been using the Grande Lash Serum. Do you use that?
No, but I'm intrigued.
The Grande Lash Serum, I get it at Ulta. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it really anywhere. It has made such a difference in my lashes, made them so long. I do literally just like one thin swipe at night when I do my skincare, and it has made just such a difference. And then I pair it with the Lash Princess Mascara, which is literally $5 on Amazon. So I wanted to share that. If anyone is looking for a good mascara or a way to grow their lashes, that has been my go-to for a while.
Okay. I'm so happy you talked about mascara. Your eyelashes do look amazing. Do you ever wear fakes anymore?
Sometimes for special events, but like not really. And it's not like they're super, super long, but they're definitely longer than they would be if I didn't use this like serum and mascara. So worth a shot.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about why you love the Amazon mascara, because the other thing in my cart is a new mascara.
I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's the shape of the brush and just like the way, I don't know. I feel like a mascara brush makes all the difference.
Absolutely.
I just love it. I've bought it like probably 5 times now. You know, mascara lasts a long time. So it just worked. I mean, I'm sure different people like different things, but for me, that's what I like. I think you should try.
Okay. I right now have the telescopic one. I tried it.
That's a good one.
I like bought it when it was popping off on TikTok and I love it. Is it a similar like plastic wand or is it actually like bristly brushes, the Amazon? Like what's the applicator like?
It's like all around. It's not really individual bristles like the telescopic one is.
Okay.
Which I really liked telescopic, but I did go back to the Amazon one if that tells you anything.
Okay. No, I'm going to try it. So, that's what I'm going to buy. I just was thinking about how I was so intrigued. I went down a spiral the other day on tube mascara. Have you ever heard?
No.
Okay. I'm like so confused by it, to be completely honest. It's like these girls and they're like taking their makeup off. They're like, tube mascara can never go back. And they're like washing their face and they go like this and their whole mascara is off in a clump.
Oh, wait. I think I have seen that. It like is a tube around each lash or something, right?
I have no clue how the one, I forget, it was like one drugstore brand I think it was Milani.
Okay.
Is considered a tube mascara. And I'm like, I'm so confused. But they were saying they switched to quote unquote tube mascara because their other one, like when you wake up the next day, you know, you still have a little black underneath your eye.
I hate
And
that.
I definitely get that with, I feel like any mascara, but I definitely get that with telescopic, which is so annoying. But I was like, is this tube thing like legit? Figured I had to ask you.
I don't know, but if you try it, let me know. When you said tube, all I could think about is Tube Girl. And it's something that I meant to ask you last episode. What is this Tube Girl?
Okay, so I don't understand where the tube is coming from. Do you?
Okay. No, I don't know what it is. I texted Kendall because she's like Gen Z. I figured she would know. I said, "What is Tube Girl?" She texted back, "A TikTok trend."
So the
It
trend
didn't explain it at all.
Yeah, so the trend is like 0.5 camera turned around and like just like moving it all around. Sorry if you're listening and not watching, but basically you're just like, so this girl, the original video that popped off, she was in a subway and she was using Tate's song, Greedy, and she had her wind blown hair and basically was like doing this whole thing. People were like staring in the background and it popped off because they're like, how is she so confident to like film like that in a crowded subway? And now everyone's doing it.
Oh, okay. I had no idea where this Tube Girl thing was coming from. Can you did you like save the original TikTok? I want to see it.
I could definitely find it. Her name's Sabrina, the original Tube Girl. Okay. I'm just confused why tube. I'm not sure.
I don't know. And then you're talking about tube mascara, and I'm like, wait, Tube Girl. This is so bizarre. Okay.
Yes, I will. I'll put the original post on our Instagram, send it to you. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. It's odd trend, but good for everyone who's going for it.
I know what you're talking about because I just saw Shay Mitchell do that trend where she like was moving the camera all around. So I'm picturing what you're talking about. Yeah. I've just never seen the original.
Maybe we'll do one when we're together.
Okay.
If it's still trending. But is there anything else in your cart?
No, that was it. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, that's pretty much it for me too. Good for us.
Good for us. Okay, so we will link everything as always on our Instagram. But let's get into the episode. Today's going to be a fun one. We could talk for hours about this like genre. But we're going to talk about how we get out of a rut, how we motivate ourselves when we're feeling down or maybe just not super motivated. And we're just going to give you our tips and tricks. So where should we start?
What's your go-to thing to do when you feel yourself in a rut?
So I don't know if I should necessarily say this is my go-to, but I feel like one of the only things that can help me like jumpstart and get back to like being motivated is doing a workout. I feel like when I'm in a rut though, the last thing I want to do is work out because I'm feeling like lazy and just blah. Yeah. And so once I do my workout, I feel like I'm like, okay, I'm back on track, but it's kind of like hard to get myself to want to do it, if that makes sense.
No,
but I feel like
totally
that
agree.
Helps.
I totally agree. I think like, I guess I should have started by backing it up a step. Like, what do you find yourself, or how do you feel like you're in a rut? Like, I feel like sometimes people say they don't even know they're in a rut, but they just feel off. So yeah. Maybe we can start by saying some things or feelings we have when we're in a rut. I definitely feel like for me, what you just said is how I feel like I know I'm in a rut. If I am not craving like being productive or like wanting to work out or make dinner, like little things like that, when I just feel very unmotivated or anxious, I guess would be the feelings when I'm in a rut. What about you?
Yeah, like if I feel like lazy or I don't even want to, like you said, like be productive, do those extra things, like clean the house, get organized. I'm just like, I want to sit on the couch and look at my phone, which is so, I feel like it's unlike us to spend time just like not being productive because we love checking things off of our list. So yeah, I feel like getting myself to do a workout is always a struggle when I'm in a rut, but no matter what, I heard that. Sorry. You bumped your microphone.
Sorry, my mic is giving me problems.
But no matter what, I always feel better after. Or like I always say, even just taking a walk outside without my phone, so good for being in a rut. Rut is such a weird word. I'm sorry. Don't you think?
It is. I feel like we're saying it so much, I'm getting confused.
Rhett. Yeah.
Rhett. Like Thomas Rhett. Why did we have the same brain? Oh my gosh. Okay, so a rut. Yeah, why is it called a rut?
I don't know.
What is a rut?
What is a rut? Like, it reminds me of like you're stuck in something.
Yeah, like a acorn. like a rut, like a nut.
Rut did not make me think of acorn, but go off then.
Okay, maybe not. Can someone write in the comments what a rut is? Well, that should be the title of our episode. What even is a rut?
And why do we get stuck in them?
Maybe a rut is something underground that you can get stuck in.
Maybe.
Okay, we should stop because we're just digging ourselves in a deeper hole of being made fun of.
Yeah. Okay, now we have to get out of this rut. What is your biggest thing?
I think I'm similar to you. I feel like when I'm in a rut, this word is driving me nuts now, but when I'm in a rut, I feel like I just want to be on my phone, like you said. But being off of my phone helps me so much. I feel like you don't realize how much your phone, like it's great and everything, but I feel like all it does when you're mindlessly scrolling and not using it for other things can just kind of hurt your confidence or just make you feel even worse about your situations. So getting off of my phone and exercising for sure. Self-care, like taking the best shower and doing a face mask after and kind of just putting some self tanner on, that can always help.
Yes. And also going back to when I said I can't like sometimes motivate myself when I'm in a rut to work out or do stuff, rewarding yourself for maybe checking something off of your to-do list that you've been putting off, or I don't know, that kind of can help you, at least for me, helps me jumpstart getting productive and getting motivated. So what's your favorite way to treat yourself when you've done something productive?
Well, coffee run comes to mind for sure.
Me too.
Maybe getting something out of my cart that's been in my cart that, I've been really wanting to buy, or like a new makeup or something. I don't know. What about you?
Definitely coffee run, Target run. Sometimes too, when I'm in a rut, because I work from home all day. I'm home all day. We have a gym in our basement. I'll just work out. Like sometimes I literally don't leave my house and I need to leave the house. So even just getting out and like we were saying, going to get a coffee or running to Target, even if you don't need something, just like getting in your car and driving and going somewhere sometimes is good for just kind of like resetting. You can even listen to like a wellness podcast while you're in the car, or just habit stack and do some things to get you kind of back on track.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you mention just getting in the car, listening to like a very, like your favorite song or a upbeat song that kind of just puts you in a good mood. If it's the weather's nice, putting the windows down, I feel like those little things can just spark joy and just change your mood around. But yeah, or like planning something, getting something exciting on your calendar to kind of force you to get out of the house, like a girls' night or something. Because I'm the same way. Sometimes I'm like, it's just so routine that you're in your house, and especially you for working out, like you don't have to leave. So yeah, I think we're on the same page. Those things can really make a difference, even though it's probably the last thing you want to do, but it's worth it to get the feeling on the other side.
It's so worth it. And if you are spending a lot of time in your house, even just like making sure your space is always organized. I feel like clutter, like when I'm in a rut, I don't feel like cleaning up the clutter. And like, it's just, it piles, like Julie's toys are everywhere. And I don't know, I feel like having a clean and organized space just always prevents getting in a rut. Like, you want to always keep your space clean and organized, and it just mental clarity. I feel like having a clean space is so important.
I totally agree. Like if I'm putting off like you said, doing the dishes or just like wiping down the counters, whatever. After I do that, I feel like I can finally focus and do some work or whatever the case may be. And two, sometimes cleaning can just, I don't know what it is, but when you like get carried away with cleaning, I feel like it's therapeutic.
Oh my gosh, I completely agree. Like, it's so annoying just thinking about cleaning the whole house and all of these monotonous chores. But then once you get started, I mean, there's no stopping. It's like 0 to 100 so quick. You're right. It's so therapeutic. Like the vacuum lines, and it's so accomplishing.
Oh, yeah.
Like such an accomplished feeling after.
I was going to say too, if you're in a rut and cleaning is something that you've been putting off, like I would say something you've been putting off, find a way to put joy into it. So like put your headphones in and listen to a podcast that you've been wanting to listen to while you're folding the clothes or while you're while you're going on a walk, or your reward is going. I think we talked about this in a different episode, but like you've been dreading that workout, but after the workout you get to go like get ice cream or go get a coffee or smoothie or something that sparks joy, because it's kind of like that habit stacking that we talked about.
Yes. Even just tweaking your daily routine. Like if you're feeling so stuck in the motions, just finding ways to, I don't know, tweak your routine to get excited about maybe having a special treat at lunchtime or just something in the middle of your day that'll get you kind of motivated. Just something different. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I get so stuck in my routine. It's like, blah.
Yes. This kind of goes back a little bit, but I know you're so good at it. And I've been in a good habit of it, but like just making sure every morning that you make your bed, and that I feel like just kind of like sets the tone that you have some sort of structure. But kind of like what you were just saying too, like assess like what are you unmotivated for? Is it your workout routine? Like, should you try a new workout class? Like, will that get you excited? Or do you need like a new morning routine that you can do that'll get you excited to get out of bed and get going? Because I feel like once you get your day started, and if you have a good routine in the morning, it kind of just trickles into the rest of your day. Do you agree?
I agree 100%. You're so right. Like maybe it's something that you need to do in the morning to set you up for a successful day and for you to want to be productive that day rather than just like scrolling your phone right when you wake up. I totally agree with you.
Yeah. So, I think sometimes when I just kind of find a new morning or night routine, that always makes me kind of excited. And maybe that's where I'm like, okay, maybe that's why I've been off, because I don't have structure when I get up, especially if you are like Riley and I and you do work from home. Obviously, for you, like you have a set time that you have to start your job, which kind of gives you a little structure. But if anyone's like me and kind of has to force themselves to have that structure themselves, I try to make sure I get up at the same time every day and have sort of a routine. I don't know if you're like this, but in your week, do you have like a set workout schedule? Like you work out at this time and do this body part, or like how is your workout routine?
So I usually just do like full body every time I work out, just because sometimes my schedule does change and it's just like I never kind of know. But I always work out after work because we were saying this in another episode. As much as I want to be a 5 a.m. workout girly, I'm not. And so, yeah, I always work out after work.
No, that's good. And I think that's also like just being real. Like I think sometimes people listen to these motivating podcasts and it's like, get up and do this before the sun rises and be this. And then you're like, oh my gosh, like what's wrong with me that I can't be a 5 a.m.? Like it's okay if you don't want to be
That's so
the
true.
5 a.m. girl. So if that's like kind of a reason why you're like putting off working out because you feel like it's before work or nothing, I think I do both or I don't work out multiple times. I'm just saying I do sometimes morning or night, but there's something really great about working out. And then like that stops you from working and kind of like switches you to be like, okay, I get to come home and make dinner and unwind for the night and kind of put on a different hat. Yeah. So maybe that could be something that kind of helps make a difference for somebody.
Yeah, that's so true. If you aren't looking forward to your workout, maybe find a different workout that you are looking forward to. Like Rose, you started your Pilates when you were feeling like kind of plateaued, and I feel like you love it.
Yes, I do love it. And this week I'm actually going to Maddie Martin's Cycle Place is opening here in Louisville.
Oh my God. I didn't know she was opening something.
Yeah, it's I'm really excited about it. And the class I'm doing it with Kaylee. I'm really excited.
Kaylee, she's such a cycle girl.
I know. So I'm going to be struggling to keep up, but it's only 30 minutes. I'm doing the class called Sync. It's 30 minutes on the bike and then 30 minutes of like a HIIT, like weight lifting.
I'm obsessed. I would love that. Oh my gosh.
We should try and do one if we have time to do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for that because I don't motivate myself well for like the cardio type workouts, but I think we could both attest to this just to kind of touch a little bit more on the workout. Like it doesn't have to be this intense 60-minute, like killing your body, like even a walk or a 10-minute, like today, for example, like I just threw on a 10-minute workout on YouTube and I did a walk and it's better than nothing. I think maybe just giving yourself realistic standards that just a little bit of movement every day or at least 4 to 5 times a week is better than nothing.
For sure. Yes, I totally agree with you on that. And also going back to being off of your phone, I would say something that helps me like kind of shut off for the day and just relax is reading. I love having a good book to look forward to. I always read before bed. It helps me fall asleep. And it's just like, I feel like that's something that is really good. And if you need book recommendations, I always recommend Verity and Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. They are such good books if you're like needing a good book to read. So those are my suggestions.
Everyone is trying to get me into reading. And so maybe I feel like it's just a sign that I need to do it because I do have a hard time like flipping the switch at night. I feel like I'm naturally like could stay up really late. So maybe I should do that because I think it does seem to be pretty relaxing.
You should. I would 100% recommend.
I would need to get the Kindle. I feel like that just makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah. I was so against getting a Kindle. I was like, I love a book. I love like turning the pages and like holding a book. But for some reason I switched to Kindle like a year and a half ago maybe, and I'm obsessed. I'll never go back.
Okay. I'm thinking about giving it a try because, and you read like fictional?
Usually fiction, yes. I'm not fiction. Super into like nonfiction.
Yeah.
Like I like, so the books that I recommended are not this genre, but I really like historical nonfiction.
Okay.
Oh, wait. So I just said I always read fiction though.
Well, that's okay.
I like books that are fiction, but based on a true story. Like,
okay. Yeah.
Historical.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Totally.
No, I was totally following you, but okay. I think I would enjoy that because I feel like it kind of is like watching a show, but you're not on a screen, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that you should take up reading.
Okay. I'm trying to think what else. I know something for me, and we dabbled on this in the girls' room segment last week, but like really sitting and thinking, like I kind of mentioned this earlier too, but like, why am I in a rut or what's giving me anxiety or making me like sad? And if it's something that you can't figure out what is going on, like why you're in the rut, I think all the things we just mentioned will definitely help you, like cleaning your space and mental clarity and all that brain dumps. I know what we talked about that, but if it's something you can control or change about like your environment or your mindset, I always just think taking the time to like figure out why, like what the root of it's stemming from. I think sometimes we go down a spiral because we're like, why am I so upset? And like, why am I not motivated? And then you get so hard on yourself and it kind of you just kind of get in a deeper rut. The word's so funny. But I find, at least for me, that when I kind of like just take a second to even just write down or talk to someone about it, it helps me tremendously.
Yeah. Like we said, we love a good list.
I love a list.
Okay. So are there any other things that we want to mention to help get out of a rut?
Well, this just kind of made me think about, I know you also listen to Life with Mariana podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I was listening to her podcast the other day, and she explained how she has this ongoing list on her phone called her joy list. And I was so inspired by it. And she basically just wrote down and continues to add things that if she is feeling down or just having a bad day or whatever, she pulls it out and does something on her joy list. And so I did it this past weekend. I wrote it down. Just things like taking a walk, listening to your favorite song, being reunited with your girlfriends, FaceTiming a long distance friend, or whatever the case may be. It can be really big things. It can be really small things. But so I really encourage you guys, and I encourage you, Rye, to make a joy list, because when you're feeling down in the dumps and you don't want to think of ways to get out of it, you can just simply pull up your list. I feel like it's so helpful.
Yes. Okay, let's do that. Let's all do it together. I can't wait to make my joy list. What are some things on yours? You don't have to share the whole thing. Maybe like 2 things.
A couple things are going on a coffee run. That was first on my list. And I think I wrote FaceTiming a friend.
Cute. I love.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely going to do that.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys have a joy list, like share it with us, or just at least do it. I think it'll be helpful for us, because it's easy to think about it when you're in a good headspace, you know?
Yes. That's such good advice. Okay, yay. Well, hopefully some of our tips and tricks help some of you next time you're in a rut or just feeling unmotivated. Those are some things that we do. But let's do Girls Room.
Yay.
Okay, so we're going to do 3 submissions as always. Girls Room is our advice segment where we take your submissions and we read them and we talk about them. So submission number 1 is... I have been with my boyfriend since we were seniors in high school 10 years ago. Is it wrong of me to get irritated that we haven't gotten engaged yet? A lot of our friends have gotten married and or are engaged, and we've been together the longest. I find myself irritated a lot because of it. Is that wrong of me? What should I do? So I feel like you are so justified to be irritated, especially since you've been together for so long. You clearly are... like, you know, he's the one. He knows that you're the one. And I think you are so justified. Maybe drop some hints. What do you think, Rose?
Yeah, I would say I'd love to know a little bit more context. Like, have you dropped hints? Has that conversation come up? Like, is there a reason? Like, maybe a job, or you moved, or I don't know, financially, it just didn't make sense, which I totally agree with Riley. You're very justified. I think any girl naturally is going to feel a little bummed, especially when you're like, oh my God, I've been together so much longer. Like, it's so easy to have that mindset, but trying to play devil's advocate here, like, just maybe, like Riley said, drop some hints and have a conversation, honest conversation with him. Maybe like go out to dinner and just kind of talk about it. But kind of focus on the positives. Like, it's going to come, and maybe you can be in the best shape before, or like, I don't know, save up some money to put more towards your wedding that other people may not have had the funds for. But it's definitely annoying. I mean, I'm saying this all easier said than done for sure, but I don't know. I'm trying to just kind of give her a positive side.
No, that is such good advice, and your time is coming, but we are also here for you, and just know that you are justified in the way you feel, but just try to be patient. Easier said than done.
For sure. And when you do get engaged, please show us the ring.
Yes, for sure. That's so exciting. Okay, next one is, hello. First, I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan and I admire you both so much. That is so sweet. One situation I'm definitely stuck on and need some help with is my future career. I just recently started college in pre-nursing, but that's not what I want to do when I get older. Since I was little, I've always wanted to be a wedding planner and party planner, but was always put down because I would hardly make any money doing that unless I had connections. This discouraged me, so eventually I started taking some classes to get certified in the medical field. Now I work at an amazing hospital and make quite a bit while attending college. The only problem is I know deep down inside that I'll never really be happy becoming a nurse, but I've decided most of my life to becoming...
But she's dedicated most of her life.
Oh.
Maybe.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
But I've dedicated most of my life to becoming one and sacrificed so much. Would it even be worth it to drop everything and do what I really want to do? So I think you are doing the right thing. You're on the right path. Like you're making money and you're, making a career for yourself. But one suggestion would be maybe start a side hustle and build up your side hustle. And then once that is solid enough, you can fully make the jump and do something that you really love, like wedding planning or party planning. What do you think, Rose?
I agree. I think one, you'll feel more confident, at least to start. Like there may come a time. Well, there's a couple things I want to say. One, I think, yes, you should start the side hustle and just realize that's going to come with sacrifice for sure, to put in enough time for it to get on its feet. But even doing that while you still have other income coming in will give you the security of not being stressed, that it takes the fun out of it for you. But there may come a time where you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm doing well enough, but it's going to be scary to walk away because I don't have more time to put in, but I want to do it. And I say life is short. If you are not happy, at the end of the day, money is not everything. And if you are like so unfulfilled and you are so happy doing it on, like you've done it on the side, maybe, I don't know, like you don't love it as much. And at least you like tried out that dream.
That's true.
But if you don't go for it, you're going to live with so much like what if. And at the end of the day, if you want it bad enough, I believe in my heart that you will make it happen.
For sure.
And you should do it. And I'm cheering you on. We'll have a party and you can plan it for us.
Yes, you can be art. We'll be your first customer.
Yes.
I was also going to say, it makes me sad that people say you will never be successful as a planner, or I feel like the power of social media, especially right now, is so amazing that if you, get some visibility on social media for your business, if you do start it up, you can go so far. So don't let the haters get in your head. We are telling you just to go for it.
Yes, there's plenty of wedding and party planners who make very good money. So
yeah,
anyone can, if someone's done it before, you can too.
Yes. Okay, this is the last one. How does your feminine energy stay so intact all the time? Context: I'm 32 and was a dancer growing up, so I was around girls my age until I stopped dancing later in college. However, I never felt like I truly fit in with them. I grew up with two brothers and a dad who had to play both roles in my life, and I ended up in a male-dominated field in college. I've never felt girly or feminine, but I've always wanted to. I'm unsure of where to start or what to do. My boyfriend of 2.5 years says that my personality is masculine, which really hurts my feelings because I feel like I'm trying my best and falling short. Can you please give some advice? This is a really interesting submission. What are your thoughts on feminine energy?
Sorry, what exactly is feminine energy? Just like being like girly?
Yeah, I feel like just being so like sure of yourself and your, I don't know, feminine ways. I feel like you say that our feminine energy is so intact. I feel like that's just truly who we are. Like we like girly things and bows, and we like talking about makeup. And I feel like you said your boyfriend says that you have a masculine personality. I feel like that's totally fine, and he probably loves you for that. I feel like you shouldn't try to act a certain way or be a certain way because you are who you are because of the way you grew up, like you said, and that is amazing, and no one else is like you. Does that make sense?
No, I absolutely love that advice. And I would hope, like you said, you've been dating almost 3 years, like him just bringing it up now, I would hope that he means it in a good way, or just like making a comment, because it's like he would have known that by now, like he liked you enough to start dating you for who you were. And I'm sorry that if that upset you, maybe he didn't even realize that that was like offensive or hurt your feelings. But yeah, I think to our core, like, right, I mean, we obviously were dancers too. So that I think definitely helped in our girliness, but I don't think there's anything wrong with not being like an overly girly girl. I'm trying to think of a few like tangible things that you could do if you are wanting to do more. Like, do you get your nails done? I feel like that always makes someone feel a little bit girlier or feminine, or getting your hair done. Like maybe, I don't know.
We were talking about the Skinny Confidential podcast earlier in this podcast, and I feel like listening to that always makes me feel like, I don't know if I want to say feminine energy, but just like a type of way. Like I love the way it makes me feel. It's like a wellness podcast, and I don't know, maybe trying to listen to more of those kinds of podcasts and getting them the mindset, but don't change who you are or try to be someone you're not. Because I feel like you are you and no one else is that.
Absolutely. Like if it doesn't come natural to you or not something you're wanting to do, then someone out there, I hope it's the guy you're with, but even if it's not, someone will love you for just who you are. But if you are wanting to try, I would say even getting in like a good skincare routine or like going and getting facials, like little things like that. I'm like, I love being a girl. Like it's so fun to do that kind of stuff and take care of your skin or
yes,
I don't know, little things like that could definitely help you where you're still a tomboy, a little bit more of a tomboy, but maybe you just present yourself a little girlier, like what a girly girl would do. I don't know if that's bad, but
no, I like that advice. Well, those were our 3 submissions. That was Girls Room. And that concludes this happy hour. Thank you guys so much for spending time with us and listening to this Girls Night podcast, Drinks on Us. We hope you enjoyed and would feel so thankful if you would share with friends and family and anyone who you think might love it.
Yes. And as always, we can be found at Drinks on Us Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, we love hanging out with you on the video format. And yeah, if you guys are loving it, please share it. We love all of your posts on social media. It means the world to Riley and I. We see every single one of them. And if you love it, 5-star reviews also mean the world to us. Sharing it with your friends so they can also be a part of our happy hour. But I want to leave you guys with one last final cheers and toast. So if you have a drink in your hand, grab it. Cheers to finding ways to better ourselves by getting out of a rut. But we're all girls. We're all human and it happens, but hopefully these things kind of help you guys make your joy list, make your vision boards, and cheers to a great week. We'll see you same time, same place next week.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. I really love this one.
Yay. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad.